I am so off today. I was on mute. I'm sorry. I'm having like tech problems like crazy today, but sorry, all on my account. My technology is fine here. It's just me, the techie, me making mistakes. So anyway, I was saying that it's so odd. I'm so used to having guests, so now it feels so odd when I'm by myself talking. Anyway, while we're waiting for people to enter and say hi to everyone and happy Wednesday, when calls the heart Wednesday. A couple of things I wanted to address. Christina, so you saw my public service announcement at the top, right? So yes, this is definitely going to be about when calls the heart on our my predictions for what's going to happen. But this was something I had posted at the top. If you haven't had a chance to see it, so it says if you've not already watched Republic of Doyle, please do. It was a crime dramedy filmed in Newfoundland. Newfoundland. I have to remember to say it right, and it's really good. And you're going to see all these Hallmark peeps. It got cut off. What I was saying went on to the next bar or the next comment. It's really good. And I'm going to show you at the end all the places that you can stream it. And Christina is saying that she's watching it and she's saying she's still in season one. That's okay. You want to savor it. There are 6 seasons and I wish there were more. And why I'm having this great campaign is because the people, well, first of all, the creator is amazing. And you're going to see people from When Calls the Heart are on there. You're going to see from other shows and Hallmark shows. And it's just, they have the greatest guests. And it's just so good. And the creator said that he was going to do a movie of it. So I'm trying to, like, if we can revive some like love for it, maybe he'll do the movie. So anyway, that's my hope. So how is everyone? Everyone's saying hello, hello. All the peeps are here. I don't know if anyone new is. I feel like I saw a new name. And then I always feel bad when I draw attention to it because I'm like, they may have been here all along and I didn't pay attention and I want to pay attention. I wasn't sure if I saw a new name. I'm not sure. Okay, so now I am focusing on community and the community dynamics and the family dynamics. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I was looking at whatever they gave us, and they didn't give us a lot, you know that. So the promo that they gave us, that was amazing. And then the titles of all of the episodes, we can use those. Very little was shared by the cast, and of course they should, and I get that. And we didn't get any behind the scenes pictures, so we're going on little pieces here and there. And I know between what is it, the Canadian channel and then the channel here in the US, we kind of get to see things a little differently. So what I'm doing for tonight is I'm going to focus, because if just in case you don't know, I have done two more of these previously. One focused on Rosemary and Lee, and the other one focused on Lucas and the Queen of Hearts. So this one is going to focus on just the community in general. And I got the information from the promo where Elizabeth is doing the voiceover, and then other little tidbits here and there. I'm going to share some photos too. So, and of course, I want to hear what you have to say. So I was starting off with what she's saying. So there was some questions. People had things out on social media of like, how do you think season 10 is going to start? Is it going to start with, Elizabeth writing in her journal with like a voiceover, or is it going to start with some kind of a scene? They had some things out there. And from the promo, it looks like it starts with Elizabeth sitting at her desk writing in her journal. And I paid close attention to what she had to say. And I was thinking, okay, really, really paying attention to everything she was saying. And it gave a lot of hints to me. And I feel like in that voiceover, they kind of wrapped up season 9 and said, yeah, no, we're not going with any of those storylines. So, for instance, she said that when the community was faced with challenges, the people of Hope Valley knew how to come together. And she lists all the things that happened. Like she says, first, the coal mine was destroyed, which we saw. Henry did that. But then she says the oil wells dry up and they lose the foundry. And with that, the promise of new jobs are gone. So people have to figure out what they're going to do. So she mentions that Rosemary has Lee hires many people as he can at the sawmill. And then Flo and Molly and Minnie, they get together and they have a swap meet. And you actually get to see, and I'm going to show you some of that. You actually get to see the people swapping and out and walking around as she's doing her voiceover. And I love that she also tells us that it's been several months. So this makes me feel like we're going back to our roots. I feel like in the past few years, not that I didn't like it because I enjoyed it, but we were more about improving the town and advancing the town and oil wells and oil deals and a newspaper deal and back and forth who was leaving Hope Valley and coming back to make a deal. And we got away from them as a unit working together as a town and helping each other out. And I think that's what's going back. So it seems like Hope Valley has been hit with some hard times financially, and they're going to be there to help each other out. That is my guess. And I do know we're rolling into the 1920s, and there will be more changes of what's going on in the world. But you know how Hope Valley's kind of like, they don't always talk about in the storyline what's really going on in the world. So I do think we're going to see some changes. But again, I really think it's going to be about the community. And I'll share with you real quick. I'll take away and I'll add. I'm going to add to the stream some of the slides. And so that's Elizabeth. She's at her table, and that's when she's writing and she's talking about um the workforce being non-existent. And while she's doing that, this is one of because it's video and I just screenshot things. This pans to this and it says closed for business. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is Henry Gowan's place, right? It's Gowan Oil, Petroleum, I think it's called. And it says closed for business. And then you'll see the town walking around and they have the swap meet where they're swapping goods and services, it looks like. And then here is where she mentions how um, they hired as many people as they could at the sawmill, which I think is very generous. I don't know how logical that is because, you can't just hire people to hire people. You really need them to work, right? And if a lot of things are not being built, maybe like what's the sawmill doing? That's my big question. Like, what do you think about that? And where is the newspaper? Do you think that they haven't mentioned anything about the newspaper? And I know Rosemary's going to be having a baby. I could see her bringing the baby with her to work, but what do you all think of that? Like, I don't have any clues to that one, so I'm a little befuddled there. So again, community coming together. Let's see. Oh, we're talking about things that I am not going to talk about tonight. There are some things because next week I have a topic too. Let's see. I want to just catch up and see what everyone's saying. Hopefully, I can start it this week. I'll have to check it out. I was rewatching the whole series to get ready for season 10, and I started season 1 yesterday. I'm on episode 3. Oh, goodness, Bryson, you got a lot, but that's okay because we have like 5 weeks still. Let's see. Russell Crowe's in there. They're talking about the other show. I think the behind the scenes photo of what's this? A photo of Lucas looking happy at the door is when Rosemary's in labor and the baby is coming. Oh, Christina, I do want to talk about that. That is coming up. So I'm going to take this away just so you can see my lovely face more. All right. And I'm going to star that, but not put it up yet. So that's my thinking where I feel like there's going to be financial struggles and they're going to be helping each other out. I also think that of course, we're going to have additions to the community, but I know that we definitely will get to see like more of Robert's family. We haven't seen them in a while, so we finally get to see his sister. And I remember I had made a prediction that she would be coming a while back because she would be of school age, and we do see her in the school. And we saw a clip, I think, of Robert and his dad, so we'll at least get his dad in too. And I think also Billy, both of those characters, Billy's his real name. What is his name on the show? Remind me. Toby, right? And his real name is Billy. Toby and Sarah Wolf. They're in episode 1. So we get to see them right away. And I think that, again, there must be a story about him coming to the town. And I'm excited to see like Elizabeth being the teacher, helping out in the community. And Christina, you're saying, Chris, you're saying, will there be more kids in the classroom? I saw pictures where you do see more children in the classroom and you also see them all out on the lawn. It looks like they're having some kind of an art lesson or out in the field by the school. So I'm like, oh wow, we're going to go back to that, which would make me realize maybe that is why Elizabeth is so busy. Lucas is very busy, and that's why they put off, like, it looks like they're putting off when they're going to actually plan their wedding, which I keep saying every time I look at something that it's at the very end of season. Like, I don't know if it's going to be 11 or 12. I think it's 12. I think it's going to be at the very end of this season. Um, Arlene's asking a question. If the oil company is closed, what became of Hickham's pipeline and oil shares he gave to Fiona? They're gone. Do you know what I mean? But Fiona also has, does hair. So that's why all of it's gone. That's why she says they had to band together, have swap meets. People don't have money for things. So whatever they do have, they're sharing and using. What's this? Maybe a picnic outside for the children. It could be, but it looked like they also had this easel type thing up. So I was thinking some kind of lesson. And then I was thinking of this, and this is just off the cuff. It's not like my whole heart is in this prediction because I like to be careful in what I say. So we know that uh, Elizabeth's sister comes back and she was studying to be an art teacher. Remember, she didn't have any faith in her being an art teacher. And then I think, what if she comes back as a visit and she is an art teacher and that's why they're outside with the doing art together? That would be really cool. What's this? Maybe someone else like Fiona will take over the newspaper and Lee will work more with the sawmill. Maybe, but I also think that Rosemary's not going to be a stay-at-home mom. I really think that she is going to be involved. Um, so let's see. The newspaper will just be a local rag. Okay, and I think it always was going to be. Yes, Sarah Wolf. Um, the newspaper can join the oil company on the scrap heap, in my opinion. Okay. I really do like the idea of them having a newspaper. I like it a lot. I think I don't know, I think it's a way of I don't like of adding some like exciting stories, and especially when it comes to like I don't know, things about criminals and whatnot coming through in the other towns. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why I like it, but I don't have any more info about that or predictions. Um, let's see. I think because of financial trouble, Lucas and Elizabeth will have a nice little romantic wedding, small and simple. And I agree. I always thought they were going to do that anyway. Yep, Julie teaching them art. And what's it say? What is going to happen with the pools of water you see Bill falling in? Well, I think that's a whole other thing I was going to talk about on another day. But since we're bringing it up here, I think it has to do with his health. I think that it's like those natural pools that the natural springs of water. And she being Elizabeth says to him, sees the day. And one of the episodes, it's the first or the second one, it says carpe diem. Is it the first one? And the second one has to do with spring, something with the word spring in it. So it might have something to do with his health, right? But again, I really truly think they're going back to community. So there was another part, and I'll show you the pictures of the kiddos right now so we can look at them. This here is about why I was saying I also thought it was about the community and family. This was shared, and I took it in pieces, and you'll see it all. This was shared on the last day, and Jack Wagner's not in it, but he had somewhere he had to be, and everybody was in the shot. And if you see, of course, the baby has been born, baby Coulter. And I was also like, there's all the different characters, but if you check out this one on the that's the whole, and then this one I kind of am focusing on the other side. And I talked about this before. There is a redheaded young woman standing next to Molly, which makes me think that Molly's daughter is coming back in for a visit, at least for some of these episodes. And I do remember, if we all remember, when Molly took Bill to a different town to get medical treatment, she came back. She was very excited and she wanted to talk to Faith about something, but Faith was having a moment. and it was about her feelings for Nathan. So she kind of got like distracted, and then there was, the fire. They were trying to deal with the fire afterwards and all of that. So I think that those two will have a commitment of some sort. And I also think, again, it's about family. And I think we're going to get to see Molly's daughter. We haven't seen her in ages. So I think it'll be fun for her to come back. That's my guess on that one. And then again, like Billy's a new kid in town. We'll hear some stories about Billy. Toby. Billy's his real name. They should name him Billy, but I guess they didn't because of Bill. Toby is coming into town. So I'm sure there's like family stories that include him. There's some cool titles of the different episodes, like Mother and Child. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, that could be so many things. That could be Elizabeth and her parents. I think it could be about um Rosemary being a mom. It could be, oh gosh, there's so many things, other people, and how it all intertwines. Also, I truly believe, and I said this every time, and if I'm totally wrong, I'm wrong, but I remember talking to Kevin and him saying it was either episode 2 or 3 was the 100th episode. And if you pay attention, I really think it's episode 3, and that one's called Oh Baby. And I mentioned this. If you haven't seen it, you can go back in the one with what I did with Elizabeth, not Elizabeth, with sorry, let me take this off. I did about the Coulters. I think that's when she goes into labor. And we saw a clip of Lucas saying, "We have a little surprise for you," and everybody coming in. And he's dressed very casually. So I think that, again, it's not all fancied up. We've got a lot of money, and maybe it's something just fun and simple. And maybe it has something to do with the party for Rosemary. I don't know. Or just something for the community in general to enjoy themselves, because they're all dancing. Did you see this? This looks amazing. Oh, those are the two kiddos that I was talking about. And there she is. You get to see her in the classroom. That's Robert's sister. And then this is the dancing. Lucas opens the door. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lucas even has suspenders on. I know he's dressed casually, and they're dancing here. And this you can see Fiona in the background. You can see Nathan and Allie. And I know you've seen the promos. This is another one where the girls are all sitting around having a drink and having a good time. So I really, oh, that's a different story. I really think that when I first heard him say, "We have a little surprise for you," I was like, oh my goodness, because it was just his voice. Is that what's going to happen at the end? And he invites everybody to their wedding. But then I saw the promos and I was like, no, I think he's maybe got maybe a soft opening or something, because I talked in the last episode I talked about how the Queen of Hearts has kind of changed in some way, even if it's just a decoration, and maybe they're doing something fun that way. So let me see what y'all have to say over here before I go on. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Do you think that the book wagon idea, people keep asking about that, will disappear? I don't know. I don't know. I could see where it would really be needed, right? Now that the community is struggling, and I know she was going to go out of town, but maybe, yeah. Um, if the oil wells dry up, does that mean Lucas loses a lot of money? Lucas already got money and bought himself out, but that he had to stay within the year, remember, and still work. So I think that's done. I don't know about him losing a lot of money. I think it was kind of done, a done deal. Yes, it will be set in 1920. You are correct. Let's see. This newspaper, oh, I'm just going backwards. Closed and became Hickham's pipeline. Okay, I'm just reading what you're all saying. I think because of the funding. Okay. What is going to happen with the pools and the water? I hope little Jack learns. I hope little Jack learns more about his father this season. Oh, I think that's a given. There's this wonderful clip of her putting a Mountie hat on him. I absolutely think that will happen. Cindy's saying, I like the newspaper, but I'm not crazy about Rosemary and Lee working on it together. I wish he'd go back to the sawmill. I kind of think he will. I really do. I know he kept trying to find himself, and I don't understand why they didn't make him mayor. That was so weird. I mean, all the hints that they gave that he was trying to find himself, and he was like, "I'm gonna run for mayor," and then he's not mayor, and Hickam is, and then it's just like it was strange that he wasn't. That threw me. I mean, they set it up again and again and again for that to happen. So, maybe in finding himself, he realized, one of his greatest jobs would be he gets to be a dad. Again, Bookwagon, don't know about this. Yes, agree. The newspaper is good for the community. I think they would have it. Maybe Arthur will help manage the newspaper. He would be a good match for Fiona. I think that too, but I don't know if he's coming back. And I've not asked Matthew because it's not proper to do it. But I don't know. I don't see any hint of him anywhere. I mean, they haven't really listed all of the cast members yet. They basically did it for like one episode one, so I don't know. Hope Springs. Yes, Brian, that is the second one, correct? And it definitely has something to do with Bill. Let's see. Perhaps Laura could be a nanny for Rosemary or Robert. They may not be as busy with little Jack, especially if he starts going to school. I don't even know if the actress is in this season. For some reason, I had thought that in the beginning of last year. She was in so minimally, like very, very little. I do not know that she is back for this next season. Yeah. The girl next to Molly. Yes, Bryson. The girl next to Molly, I think she's red hair, and I think that she will be playing her daughter. I don't know. Yeah, does look like her. Molly did speak of her daughter several times last season. Yes, she did. Rosalind or Rosalind. Yes. Robert's sister is back. Yes, we only heard about her birth, and then that was it. Mark Brandon could be Jerry, who is Christopher's stepfather. He was mentioned in before. Well, Mark Brandon, I remember when he was on Joan, he's only in 2 episodes. I think it's 10 and 11. Is that it? Is that what it is? Or is it 9 and 10? I forget. But he someone always corrects me on there because I always forget. But he said that he only could hint at, because I did an interview with him. If you want to catch that, you could see it. He said that his character, everybody's excited for him to arrive, and then they can't wait for him to leave. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Yes, Robin, you're agreeing. Definitely going back to family and community, which is awesome. And I so agree with you. Yeah, I was thinking, Robin, that it would be the reopening of the saloon, which I had said before, and I was thinking it doesn't mean like it again. It has to, at least the interior change. Yeah, perhaps it's the opening of the Queen of Hearts. Yes, that's what you're all saying. And I think that would be you like the new saloon paint color. Okay. I'm thinking that might be why it's like we have a little surprise and they're dancing and having a good time, which I think is cool. Okay, so let's see. I'm jumping all over. I want to make sure I've got everything in order. Um, Yes. Rosemary is pregnant in that scene. I forgot to say that. You can see her. I don't know if I shared it or not, but she is pregnant and she is in the saloon. And I think that might be when she goes into labor. So I don't know. It's early on too, because in the very beginning, when she's doing the voiceover, Elizabeth says that she's only weeks away from giving birth. So that's what makes me think that, she has the baby right away, early on, and she goes into labor during that party. Let's see. I think the little surprise that Lucas is talking about is an impromptu wedding. No, Eleni get tired of the interruptions and planning their wedding, that they decide to get married. Nikki really thought that. And I thought, you could do the voice over anything. And I thought that it was just like when we had the balloon, they kept showing the balloon and you heard what he was saying, like sort of like a voiceover in the promos. I was thinking the same and thinking it was a wedding and it would be at the end. But then I hear him say that and he opens the doors. And I think he's actually saying it. So I think it's the little surprises when he opens the doors to the saloon. I don't think it was something separate from later, but hey, could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, Lee should be mayor. Yes, definitely appears he's now focused on Sawmill as to ensure the community stays strong. Yes, I am so in agreement with that. Could also be Rosaline as a nanny. Who knows? That's true. Yeah, it doesn't. It does not appear that she is. Yeah. Um, let's see. When Lucas and Elizabeth are hugging, he's holding papers, maybe adoption of LJ. Hmm. Thank you, Brian. It's 9 and 10 for Mark Brandon. I don't know. You think he'll be adopted? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know about that. Um, I think Bryson, they're all going to be together when she has her baby. Yeah, I think everybody will be around and Faith will get to deliver the baby. Does anyone think the dart that was in the saloon before the fire might show up somewhere? The dart was a metaphor for what Lucas was feeling about like when she said to him, no matter what, even if it was all destroyed, you know what I mean? We would still, you'd still be here because we'd still have love. I don't think the dart was like this big major thing. I think we were going crazy trying to read into things. So, um, anything for Joseph and Minnie? I don't have anything today for that. That is something for later. I have a tiny little inkling, and there's just not enough that's out there. So that would be just me guessing. I was just trying to go by these. This is information I thought I was gleaning from the promo, and then the promo with the titles, and then the two little trailers that were released recently. I was just combining all of that. Um, What's this? I thought I heard that the children make a discovery that will impact the town. Could it be the hot spring? I think so. I think yes. I think um something about the woods is very important, and I think it's important for a couple of reasons. But one of the reasons that I think is important is when they were filming, they kept showing the woods. They showed the woods a lot. And that would be the only behind the scenes that we would get. It was hilarious. And then we would see, because it's been so long ago, it was like over a year ago. And then if you look in I don't know if it's in the trailer or if it's in the promo where she's talking, Elizabeth, but I think it's the trailer. One of the second clips is into the forest. It looks like it's fall too. And there's like leading into the forest and you see the road going that way, and I was like, oh, so I think that you're correct. It has something to do with the springs, and I think that maybe you never know, it could just be something financial that could help the town too, which I think would be cool. Let's see. As far as adopting LJ, I think that letting him know about his dad would come first. Mm, I do. If Lucas adopts little Jack, it will send some viewers over the edge. Oh my God, I don't even want to hear about that. Martha, do you think Lucas's lady friend will show up one day? I'm not sure it'll be this season. I don't know. I just feel like with the new showrunner, they were going back to their roots of some sort. I don't think we're going to have all this drama, not yet. Maybe that's part of the cliffhanger. Maybe we get that beautiful, cute little wedding in the woods, right? Or that's where I'm thinking because he loves the woods. And we have that cute little wedding. And then she shows up and he's like, Jeanette, what are you doing here? No, I'm like kidding. Who knows? I don't know about that. I think the promos have been mostly limited to first 2 or 3 episodes. I agree, Brian. Very much so. Yes, yes. Christina Lowman, I absolutely think that Lucas will adopt Jack. Yes, but not yet. Not yet. Not yet. The hot springs could be the start of a spa that would help the community improve. I hope we get a season 12. I'm glad we're getting an 11. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm wondering that too, Janice. Okay. All right. I think I covered what I wanted to cover from just what they gave us so far. Now, if more comes out, then I will have more to say. Oh yeah, Oh Baby, that's the title. That's the third episode. Yeah. So maybe the springs will become a tourist attraction and the hotel will really be busy. Could be. It may, well, since they have a healing quality, wouldn't that be cool if that had something to do with faith and she gets involved? Speaking of which, what a great segue. The next one that I'm going to do is going to be about Nathan. I wanted to focus on Nathan. Some wonderful things are coming his way, and the characters that surround him, from Allie, his daughter, to the three. Well, I say the three women. I'm sticking Fiona in there. I don't know why, but the definitely the two girls, Faith and May. I have some things that I know about that I want to share, and that will be in the next video. So normally I like to attach this to something that's modern. I wanted to have, they're called crayons. I'm going to put it right here. Crayons to classrooms. You can look them up on Facebook. They're a nonprofit organization in Ohio. And what they do is they help the community. They have something right now going on. It's called Stuff the Bus. And you can donate either money or things. They're in Dayton, Ohio is their location. I chose Ohio because we have so many fans from Ohio. And I wanted to have them come on. I was communicating with them through their page where their website is. For whatever reason, if you email them, it doesn't get to them. You could call though, and they will call you back. But you can make donations. They do all kinds of great stuff. They make sure the kiddos in the schools that are I will call them underprivileged schools or schools at risk that don't have enough finances. They have backpacks and tons of school supplies, and it's not just random stuff. It is major, wonderful things. So definitely join and check out what they have to say. Look them up, and it would be great, great, great cause to contribute to. And I did that in honor of Hope Valley Community, how they come together, they help out, and the school for Elizabeth. And I thought that would have been cool to have them on. All right, let's see what we're saying. I'm wondering that too. Let's see, a 12, a 13, a 14. I know, right? We want it to go on forever and ever. Maybe the springs will become a tourist attraction and the hotel will really be busy, which I had said earlier. Avis, I think that's a great idea. It's a great opening for season 11, right? Right? For like a financial comeback. Yes, I'm wondering about the book May was reading. Interesting. I have some things to share about her. Not tonight. Hopefully, season 11 won't be so long of a wait. I don't know about Ride coming back, but I definitely know The Way Home is coming back. So, they put Ride in place of When Calls the Heart, and people were all hot and mad and bothered about it. But the truth of the matter is they know that you'll watch it. So that's why they did it, to help out. I don't know if Ride will get another season, but we could see the time frame for that pushed back again. Let's see. Sorry, what's this? Any new buildings this season, do you think they will change the name of the cafe from Abigail's to something different? Well, I don't know. I think that Abigail was there always to be a nod to Abigail. I think it's something Brian Bird had said before, that she's always with us. They talk about her all the time. But why not? Right? Why not? We do know that when we left off, and I don't know if that got squashed, but Joseph was going into business with Minnie's dad. So I don't know. I don't know. Nikki's saying, I have no doubt that LJ will learn more about his dad. He is getting older now and more able to understand. Lucas has always supported Jack's memory and his place in Elizabeth and LJ's life. Yes, I think he'll do great about it, with it. I think they're very sensitive to that storyline. Bryson, I think perhaps to Minnie's. Okay. Yeah, you're all thinking that. I'm putting Ohio down in my area. It's the churches that collect things for the underprivileged. Oh, all over. I mean, there's all kinds of organizations in New Jersey. Every state has one. But this particular one, again, I chose because They are in Ohio, and we have a lot of Ohio fans. A lot of my followers are from Ohio. So I wanted to connect them. I always try to do something modern, and I did something from New Jersey. I did something from out in the Midwest. So I was like trying to shift and go in a different direction, try to mix it up. And they're amazing, though. This organization doesn't just help one or two schools, they help thousands of children. They're pretty amazing. You should look them up. They're amazing. Let's see. Somebody, you're agreeing with me, Avis. You're my new best friend. I love you, but I don't know what you're agreeing upon. Agreeing about. I feel Fiona may be in the mix with Nathan too, but we can get over on your next part. Yeah. Let's see. We have stuff the bus here in North Carolina. Yes, it's cool, right? It's so cool. I love it. They gave the filming dates for season 11, so I wonder if the writer's strike won't be a factor. Cindy, I posted that. I had the dates. It's actually the official dates. It comes from their union. So all the dates are set up from their union. They are set up to go and start. They start prepping on the 12th, right, of June. And then that means all of, the circus gets put up with all the vehicles and all the buildings, and crew is coming in, show major producers that are in there. And then they start filming. I believe it was July 17th, and they wrap on November 7th. It's kind of like the standard of what they do. Most of the writers and are it's a Canadian, so I don't know if they even belong to the Writers Guild of America. Some do, some don't. I don't know how that works. Who is and who isn't. So, but the filming itself, what's happening here is a lot of studios are on halt because the people won't cross the picket lines, but there are no picket lines in where this is filmed. So it's a go. Everything looks like it's go. They're filming other things up there. So it should be okay. I was curious and wondering too, but they put the dates out, so we're good. I haven't watched Ride yet. Have it recorded but not watched. I have read that Ride has not gotten good ratings, but not sure if that's true. Christina says she likes it. Loveland, Ohio is where Lee Coulter is. Oh, he is. You're right, Chris. He's from Ohio. I forgot he was from the States. That's right. May supposed to still be dealing with Jeffrey. Yes, yes, yes. If so, it sounds like she'll be coming and going. If so, will she be a secondary character? Oh no, I think she has a big part. I'm not. Like again. I have more to look up on that, and we'll see. I couldn't remember where I saw that, and yes, it was you. Oh, okay. I think Hallmark did a disservice to Ride by premiering its opening the same night as the season finale of The Way Home. No, that's not how that works. They did it. That happens a lot. What happens is that in television, especially if there's like a football game or something like that, whatever is big, people tend to leave the TV on or get captured by what's happening next, and they just stay and watch. So they did that on purpose. It wasn't to hurt them, it was actually to carry over and help them. And both are modern day shows. So I don't think if Ride isn't doing well, I don't think it has anything to do with the where it was positioned. I think it has to do with the writing and the acting. I know they have some great actors on it, but they also have some really secondary actors that I was like, oh my god, I couldn't even stand watching it. So it was driving me crazy because it took me out of the storyline. So I think they're struggling with that one. I don't know what's going to happen. Wasn't there supposed to be a musical episode for season 10? Um, I don't know if it was musical in the sense that everybody was singing. I thought, you know what? Wouldn't that be really cool? It could be something for the 100th episode. Don't know if it was like musical in the sense that we have maybe people are singing in that party. I don't know that it was like a musical number. Could Toby be Molly's daughter's child? Oh, Avis, I don't know it. How is she old enough to be a mother of someone that old? Maybe. I don't know. Most Hallmark movies are still filming here in Vancouver ongoing currently. Yes, because they were written and they were done a while ago and they're writers. So what happens with that is if there are any consulting, any right, the script always changes and not major, but slightly. And they cannot call back to the writer to ask the writer 52 different questions. They're going to have to figure it out themselves if the writer is part of the Writers Guild of America. Loveland is eastern suburb of Cincinnati. Now I like Lee even more, a Buckeye. If When Calls the Heart doesn't start until July of 24, it would not seem as long because this year it will finish in October instead of May. You know what? Very good, Christine. Nobody even thought of that because I did. And you're correct. It wouldn't feel that bad. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. Agreed. It gave me whiplash as a viewer. The TW finale was so intense that I wasn't able to get into ride. Oh my god, it was so intense, Holly. Holly, it was so. Oh my god, that series is so well written. That series, their showrunners and their peeps are from the US. So I don't know what's happening with that because they were supposed to start filming. They film right after they film after they start in July and cross over a little bit and then they continue after into December because I remember them saying how cold it was um af- when calls the heart. So I don't know what's going to happen with those peoples. Do you know when the Luca Beth Lounge is going to start up? So Avis, the girls, I remember Jillian tweeting something and people asking, and they said that they talk about the scenes and things that happen with Lucas and Elizabeth. So I guess once the season starts, then they will. They covered everything in season 9, correct? And they'll focus on 10. Why can't they air When Calls the Heart right now? Right now? Probably because it would roll into their Christmas in July stuff. I think they're strategically trying to roll it out. If you notice, it's at the very end um of Christmas in July. Wouldn't it be so cool if, as a surprise, and I know it's not, and I'm just saying this, but wouldn't it be so cool because it's July 30th? It's what if it was the first episode was like a Christmas episode? Ah, we haven't had one of those in a long time, but that's not going to happen. Um, they can, Bryson, they could do whatever they want, but I think for the purpose of Christmas in July, they're not. I tried to get into both those shows and I just couldn't. Cindy, you couldn't get into The Way Home? Oh my god, it's the best rating that's ever hit Hallmark. It was fantastic. I gave Ride a fair chance, so did I, but I thought it really struggled developing the characters in the way that it resonated with viewers. Brian, yes. So, I mean, the lead, she's amazing and they have amazing actors, but some of their extras, like different, I don't know, couldn't get into it. Um, the scene with Hickman playing harmonica, et cetera, appears there is a lot of musical scenes in this season versus previous seasons, and Aaron mentioned it. Yes, I agree. That's what I was thinking. It was more like dancing and having a good time. That's why I feel like maybe the saloon is even more family oriented than it was before, and they would have things like this. I do know that they have something with radio involved, if I'm not mistaken. It comes to the town or radio show or I don't know, something like that. Molly's daughter is not old enough to have a child Toby's age. Okay, Nikki. Um, let's see. Is Hickam still the mayor? No, Avis. Remember that was Bill. I don't know who was the mayor while Bill was away, but that remember he was taking his at the end, taking his plaque off, and he was talking to Fiona about it. That would be awesome for Christmas. However, it doesn't appear that way maybe for season 11. This is true. I know. Yes, we're all saying they need to bring back a Christmas movie. It's my birthday. Well, Judy, it's your birthday now? Or when it premieres, July 30th. Which is it? Well, happy birthday either way. I run a ride fan page. Yep, and we actually have a lot of fans. Yep, you hit 1,000. Very good, Christina. Did you notice that one of the trailers they used band I haven't heard of before for background music? Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. That's kind of cool. They're stepping it up for the Roaring 20s, right? Oh, wait. As long as I have Gustav and his accordion. Yep. He's coming back. I hope so. I don't see why not. So Ned will be involved in, oh God, geez, Jan, I don't know about that. Do you think Lucas will be mayor of Hope Valley? Oh, I do not know. I have no idea. Yeah. It says one of the deleted scenes showed Bill being sworn in as mayor, and he probably does get sworn back in. But I know that there's, like a little interim thing going on there. Okay. All right. Yes, that was from season 9, right? They cut that out, Viola. I think that's what you're talking about. And whoever gets the DVDs from Edify. All right. So that was it. I just community. Um, what's this? Since we see Henry in the trailer, I can't wait to find out how Henry is found innocent or released from jail. Yep. Okay, Judy. Her birthday is July 30th. Okay. Happy birthday. Hope you don't forget. What a wonderful gift for you, right? Okie doke. Let me show you this, people. Some people were listening to me and what I was saying about this. So, this is called the Republic of Doyle. And I know people are going to think I'm crazy because I am, but it's so good. I feel like I'm a one woman campaign here. So, it was a show. Will there be a preseason celebration for the new season? Yes, of course there will be, Joanne. It's coming, I promise, like we did last time. All right, so this show is the Republic of Doyle. It was filmed in Newfoundland and Labrador, and it is amazing. It is like a crime dramedy, I want to call it. It's excellent. The main character here is also the showrunner and the writer of the show. He's also the producer, not the director, and his name is Alan Hocko. He is amazing. If you watch it, you're going to see all these wonderful Hallmark people, as I was saying before. I don't know if you see the redhead in the background, but that's Linda Boyd. She's one of our Hallmark peeps. It's just so good. It was Wildfire. It was back in 2010 and it ran for 6 years and people went crazy over it. And I stumbled upon it the other month ago and I've been watching it. It's 6 seasons. I devoured it. I am not a binge watcher, but I binge watched this because I was dying for something. And then I had to go back and rewatch it slowly so I could savor all the little details. So I've been asking people to watch. These are all the ways. I don't know if you can see it, but you could get it on Peacock. Actually, if I looked at Peacock, Sling TV, Amazon Prime Video, Freevee, YouTube. There's all different ways. You can even get it YouTube free. I hate to say that because I think and it comes up, it's called something drama. I think that's like illegal, but it's on there. If it has too many commercials, you need to go and like look for Peacock. I don't know. Does Peacock have lots of commercials? I'm not sure. But look around, shop around, because I get it. If you get Acorn, you have the Acorn TV app. It's on there too. And the reason why I'm going crazy over it is that when they ended in season 6, Alan had said that they had in mind a movie, like, 2-hour movie that comes out. And I was like, where is it? It never happened. So I think we need to revive it. And he's been doing a lot of stuff. He actually, when you get on, you'll see all these mastermind people. Russell Crowe is even a guest. I'm going to do little things of like 10 reasons why you must watch the show. Watch it, please. But they have like, I don't know, these great fun storylines and such, like, you want to be a Doyle. You want to be a part of their crazy family. It's just good. I love it. And I want to convince him to do the movie. I'm gonna have him on if I can. I'm gonna hunt him down. That would be a guest that I would love to have. Okay, one of the lead scenes. Since we have Henry, okay, I'm just reading your last of your things before we say goodbye. I'm going to watch season 1 after I get off here. I have all the DVDs. Okay. Of When Calls the Heart. You're starting back. Okay. Joanne, yes, we will have a celebration. Christine, you're on season 3, episode 9. Season 3 was fabulous. Season 4 is even better. Love the show, Republic of Jewel. Thank you, Martha. I'm so happy that you love it. Yes, it's funny. Oh gosh, the dialogue between the father and son is the best. I don't want to give anything away, but one of the things I thought was hilarious, it's in season 6, where someone asks, a police officer is asking the father, well, what did you text him? And he goes, oh, fatherly love, something nice. And then he goes, really? And he hands it to him, and it says moron. Moron, make sure you get the money. So they talk funny to each other. They have great one-liners. Um, what? Oh, Christine, I'm working towards that. I put stuff out and I tagged Linda Boyd and she saw it right away and she liked it. Oh, I got my feelers out. But the thing is, and God forbid if he watches this, the thing is, I am so in awe with the actor because he's not an actor. He's a genius and he's a writer, Alan Hocko. I'm so in awe with him. I would have to get it together. It would be like when I had Peter Mooney on. I almost passed out because I love Peter Mooney. I will have to get myself together to have him on. It needs to be watched. So far, what I've seen, it's great. I hope the finale isn't a cliffhanger. You mean the last episode, Christine? No, 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 no. It's beautiful. You'll love it. Is Carson returning? No, he is not, Joel. I don't like getting into a show and it gets canceled. It's not canceled. It's 6 seasons. That's they ended it. They could have gone. As a matter of fact, they had planned to, but Alan Hawker, they did 16 episodes in season 5 and he was exhausted. And they ended at a good spot because they want to have a movie. It's not like it's a cliffhanger. You will love the ending. Peacock is great. Yes, it is. On Peacock, there are commercials, but only for 1 minute. Okay. The lead character is Sullivan Crossan, yes, which aired in Canada and is coming to US this fall. An amazing series and has been renewed for a second season. Yes. So, Robin, are you from Canada? Did you get to see it? Because I have been trying to find it and you can't find it anywhere. I wanted to watch it and I wanted to have all the people on, but now I have to wait until it comes here in the US in the fall. But yes, he is. He's in it only for a few episodes, I think, though, right? He's a great actor. He's got a lot. I've started it. Jake Joe and his father Malachi are so funny. Peacock Premium does not have commercials, but the basic plan has commercials. Joel, we haven't seen Carson for season 9, nor have we heard anything about him being on set in season 10. Plus, he's doing weekly music fest. Yes, he's not. He's not as far as I know. You love season 4 and 6, Bryson, of When Calls the Heart? Or did you watch, and you could be my new best friend, are you talking about the Republic of Doyle? Is on Peacock, but only season 7 through 9. That's true. Great show, Roxanne. Thank you. How can Jake be punched in the face? Joel knows all the time and nothing comes of them. Yes, it does. He has pain and has stuff happen to him. I will definitely check it out. I need a new show to follow. Oh, Cindy, you're going to love it. Linda Boyd, get her interview. Yes, I am. I have a whole plan on them all coming on. I want to analyze each month. There's this woman, if you want to watch her, she's great. Her name is Stephanie Beaumont, and she does something called CSEA. Well, she did. It's not that anymore. CNB Scene, SCENE. And she talks and hosts all kinds of cool stuff. She's all over Facebook and YouTube, and you'll see a lot of her interviews. And I would love to have her on. Paul Green is filming in Vancouver. Yes, he is. He is. All right. Love Sullivan's Crossing. Yes. Oh my God, Barbara, I cannot wait. So you watched it. Barbara, can you message me? I have some questions. As a podcaster, I need some information, Barbara. Okay, because I can't get my hands on it here in the States. You know how to message me? You can go on Facebook. I don't know if we're in a group together, but message me, please. Yes, Christina. Yep. Chris McNally is in a new movie with Julie, and they already started filming, and it should wrap on the 30th of June. Yes, yes, they are. We went crazy trying to figure out what the name is, but it looks like it's not the real name, but it looks like it's going by, and I think it was going to be Love is in the Air, but it looks like it might be three beds, two bath, and a ghost. But that doesn't mean that that's the name. That's just like what they use. But they are filming right now. I highly recommend Sullivan's Crossing. It's so good. Well, Robin, we can't see. Robin, message me. Send me a message, Robin. I have questions I want to ask. So it is not coming here to the US until the fall. And I've tried to see if I could get it streamed somehow, and I couldn't unless I get some kind of Canadian real channel. Yes, Christina, three beds, rooms, two baths. Yeah. What's it say? Arlene, it's not the official name yet. Correct. Correct. Yep. Later this year. It will in the fall. I saw that. All right, friends. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back. I'm shooting for next Wednesday to talk about Nathan. But the reason why that will hold me up is I want to have a special guest come on. It's not an actor, but somebody special to come on, and I'm playing around with that, so we'll see. What's this? Paul Green said Brad Cavoy contacted about appearing in season 11, so we'll have to wait and see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. All right. Kathy. Oh, excuse me, Bryson. You don't like it when I'm by myself rambling? Kathy's going to love this. I'm going to tell her you're her number one fan. She'll be on. She will. I will make sure she comes on. I will demand it. No, I'm only kidding. All right. You all have a good night. See you later.